Hey y'all, I'm here with Natalie Meraki, the creator of Young Witches Tarot and a few other decks that we'll be talking about as well. I received this Young Witches Tarot in the mail just last week. I loved the way it was packaged. I want to show you the little bag it came in, this perfect little bag. And then I got some bells. And the bells were explained, and I got this. Oh my gosh. Does this come with all of them, Natalie? The little enamel
So
pins?
everything that came in the bag comes in the bag, which is separate from the deck, a separate purchase from the deck. But yeah, the pin does
Okay.
come in every bag. Yeah.
So the bag was only $24, right?
20.
20. Oh, dang. Okay. So this is a really large bag though. I mean, it
So yeah,
came in some.
it's 8 by 10, and so it fits the deck and then all the goodies. And I'll go through them and explain the
Yeah.
goodies. So yeah, it comes like you said with the pin, which is 1.5 inch nickel. It's really nice pin.
It's beautiful. It's enamel.
Yes, and it comes with a sticker, 2 inch die cut sticker.
My sticker must still be in the bag.
It's in the it's. I put them in the book, so check in your book. I put
Oh,
them in there so they
okay.
don't get bent. Yeah,
There it is.
awesome. And
There it
then
is.
2 quartz crystal points. Oops, I had hair on that one. It's still on there. Anyway, these are great for meditation. Whenever I'm meditating, I put the points in my hands and I can feel, like, just even right now doing it, I feel the energy. Like, I just got chills over my whole body, and they're just silly old crystal points, but they make such a difference. It's really cool. So I put those in there because I feel like every young witch needs to have the crystal points. And then the bells. And the bells were Becca's idea for clearing, because I was thinking like sage or Palo Santo or something like that. But we had the idea that kids probably shouldn't be lighting anything on fire. But the most important, exciting thing that comes in the bag is this little booklet called Young Witch 101. And my friend Rebecca Jade wrote it. I asked her to write this because she is like the witchiest witch I know. She grew up with just library of all of these books that her dad and mom had collected, that she, of all things witchcraft. And she grew up reading all that. She's extremely knowledgeable. So I had her just break down. It's only 40 pages, but it covers, it's, it's so beautifully written. It's written in her voice, and it's written like she's speaking right to you, and it's interesting and it's juicy and it's easy to comprehend. So deciding your path, meditation, grimoires, crystals, herbs, chakras, elements, familiars, animal signs, bells, wands, and candles. So it just kind of goes over, a little bit of everything. And then like I did, let's see if you can see some little illustrations for all of the different sections. I did the illustrations and the cover and everything, and then she
Oh, I
wrote the
love
book.
that. I was excited because when I got this, my son and I were looking through it together. I remember he tried to steal the sticker, but I didn't understand what the bells were for, and he was looking through the book and he showed me that it had the whole section on the bells. And
Yeah, there's a section 2 on the crystals. Now it explains everything that we put in there for sure.
so, yeah, if you can get the bag with the deck, I highly recommend the bag because it was like Christmas in that bag. I just kept pulling stuff out. I was like so excited.
And they're very limited edition. I only have like 24 left. So
Oh, so yeah, get them now. Get them now. Because,
yeah, because I'm not going to make any more. Because like I said, I don't really make any money on them. I just kind of did it for the Kickstarter, and I only made 100 to begin with, and then we did so well with them on the Kickstarter that I either had to cut people off or make another 100. So I did that, and I only have 25 of those left, and I'm not going to
wow.
make any more. So
Okay. So yeah, if you can get your deck, get it now and get the bags. That made it so much fun. Although if you
Oh,
can't get the bag, the deck itself is oh, I love this. I haven't had a chance to read with it yet because I've kept it, perfect so that we could go through it to
pristine.
show it. Yes. But
Awesome.
even the box, check this box out. Let me see if I can do this.
What
It's
do you think
really
about the feel? It's soft touch paper.
I this is so funny. I got a business card in the mail a couple of months ago that had this velvety feel. And I kept touching the business card. I keep touching the box. And I went and I ordered my own business cards with this feel because I'm
Yeah.
extremely tactile and I think most empathic people are. So it's like
Mhm.
it feels like velvet. It
Mhm.
doesn't look like velvet, but it
I
feels like
really went
velvet.
all out on this one. I wanted it to be like a treasure to behold for new witches. And so I did the soft touch, the red foil, the magnet
Yeah.
clasp box. Um, and there's a hunt. No, this is really great. I hope I'm not getting ahead too much, but the book inside. This is a 114-page perfect bound book. This is by Bob Smithies, and he's the one that did the poems on the cards as well. And it is. I'm entering it for a Carta Award because this thing is like it's written like so easy to understand and so fun and so deep and it's like I swear it's the best. You will not find a tarot. Oh my gosh, you
Oops.
will not find a tarot deck, a tarot book that's written like this. It's very unique, but it goes over shuffling, clearing, reversals, major arcana, minor arcana, about readings, spreads, worksheets, and correspondence charts. So the end of the book is really cool because we've made some spreads for people that are unique to the Young Witch deck. And then we made my friend Maz made some worksheets. So I want to show these in the video. They're really cool. So these are really cool for kids that are learning. I'll show you a picture and then I'll kind of explain. So for instance, it'll say, Young Witch Quiz 1, fill in each blank with a suit. And your options are Pentacles, Cups, Wands, Swords. And there are 7 questions. 1, the Ace of blank says you might want to ask for an increase of allowance. Pentacles, right? So it's a cool way to get kids to or anybody to learn. Young Witch Quiz 2 is use each suit twice to complete the sentence. This suit deals with emotions, cups, so there's that kind of thing. And then I made some correspondence charts in the back. So there's like suit, element, signs, keywords. So there's no keywords on the cards, but if they do want some keywords for help, they are in the back of the book. And then major arcana correspondences. I made this correspondence chart myself because I absolutely love correspondence charts. And this one includes the keyword, the element, the zodiac sign or planet, and the chakra associated with it.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah. And so, yeah, I think this book is really, really cool. Like I said, it's perfect bound, which is like really nice. It's the same buttery feel.
And the same buttery color. I love the color choices. Even your color choices really, really snapped.
Thank you. I love yellow. All my decks are yellow.
It's my favorite color. So, hey, um, it's like that perfect yellow that puts me into the instant REM with my narcolepsy. So if
Oh,
I
that's
start
right. Is that
drooling,
yellow or orange? I can't
that's
remember. I thought it was.
yellow, my favorite color, because it makes me like
Oh,
super high. So if I start
oh,
talking
funny.
nonsense, then you know it's because I got high off of your
Well, I feel
yellow.
like I have a little bit of that too because like I feel something off the yellow too, and it's Pantone 100C, so it's a beautiful bright yellow. So on the sides of the ends of the box, so there's a glare. There's the red foil, and on the sides, red foil. There's a little pile of tools.
Oops, I'm upside down on mine.
And on the back of the box, it says, "The secrets found within this box, from major down to minor, are yours to find. Unlock your mind, and nothing can be finer," which I thought was really cute. Bob wrote that, of course.
Bob is really excellent with words.
He is. I'm really proud of him. Like, I would like be like, "Okay, Bob, we need something for the front of the front of the or the back of the deck. What are we gonna do?" And he'd just whip it out and send it over to me. I'm like, perfect. And then inside, it has a little message that says, "When I see a cloud, what do I see? I see an angel, a lion, a tree. When I read my cards, what do I see? I see whatever they mean to me," which I think really speaks to them using their intuition, you know?
Yes. And can I show them the bottom of the box inside?
Oh,
I got
yes.
such a tickle when I took out my cards and I saw the kitty cat.
Yeah.
I was
Well, in the
like,
magician card, I'll see if I can find the magician card. In the magician card, it says that she can't find her cat. So we were like, well, we got to hide this cat somewhere.
now, so
Sorry.
Bob did all the poetry for it. I wish Bob would join us too one day.
He's
Bob
so
did all the
shy.
poetry. He is. He's lovely though. And I
Yes.
like, okay, I've got to read the full because this tickled me pink too. It says, "You can't come on my journey. I'm going on my own. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll bring you back a bone."
Isn't that
Where he's
cute?
talking to the dog. And I thought that was just absolutely adorable. So I love how it has like some sort of rhyme on it, almost like a nursery rhyme, but a little older with some humor. But it also doesn't tell them what to think of the card. It just opens up that intuition. They know he's going on a journey. They know he has to make that journey alone, but they come up with the interpretation of the card on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
Mm-hmm.
found that amazing.
And
Amazing.
here's the magician card I was telling you about, that about the cat. So this is the our young witch magician. And she says, I am a young witch magician. I've even got the hat, all the tools at my control, but I can't find my cat." And-
And so the cat's hiding at the bottom of the box. Now, before we
yeah.
show your favorite cards, um,
Uh-huh.
you did this art, didn't you?
I did. And so it is obviously Pammy's RWS art. I just love me some Pammy. Like all of my both of my tarot decks have Pammy art, reworked Pammy art, because I think that she's a great artist. I think that the symbolism is important,
Yes.
especially for learner decks. You know, everybody says get an RWS. Well, why would you want just to play an RWS when you can have one that's vibrant and clear? And so, like, you can see, like, this was one of the hardest cards, because look at this dude's um, robe. You know, I mean, I had to guess about what half of that even was. But so what I did is I redid the line art and I recolored it. And it took me about 6 months.
I'm trying to
Another
find my
thing about the
chemistry too.
cards is that they're plastic. Okay, so this is one of the most important things. The nice thing about plastic cards is that the kids can spill on them. They don't tear. You can't tear this. I mean, you could like bend it if you tried to tear it as hard as you could. They don't really bend. They just flip back. One girl did get her daughter that actually did like fold the card flat in half and bent it, but it bent right back and you could not even see the crease.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're very durable. And like another girl said, she just got hers and immediately dropped them in a pile of a puddle of Coke, the soda she wanted us to know.
Ah!
And you know, she just wiped them off, and that happened to me one time too. I had them sitting on my desk, and I had another little desk above that, and it collapsed down and splashed my water all over my deck. And I didn't even dry the cards off. I just left the deck there for a couple days, and when I came back, they were dry and fine.
Wow. Okay, so they are kid proof. But
Yeah.
now I would recommend these for children. And I love that they are for reading age children, but I think that they're a great adult deck as well. They light something up inside of me, if you understand what I
Mm-hmm.
mean.
Oh yeah, it's Bob's magical writing. Yeah.
And your magical coloration and artwork as well. You did a I love the way that you kept that Rider Waite feel, but some of them you really like, especially the magician. She is so adorable. She is so adorable. So
Thank you.
your colors, the softness of this deck, the beauty of this deck just feels really, really amazing. Let me find my King of Cups.
I
He's
like
here.
this one because the recoloring I feel like is really nice.
Yes, he's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put him down here so people
It's
can see
hard when
them
you're
as
doing
well.
when you're making a deck, like, oh, I just love the colors in the moon too. When you're making a deck and you make it in a certain color profile, which is called RBG, which is brighter because it's made on a digital service and it's backlit by the screen. But when you go to print those, I might be oversharing here. When you go to with like too much techie stuff, but when you go to
That's
print, they do it in another color profile called CMYK, and it's darker and it's not as like brilliant and exciting. So I was so happy that these came out printed so bright and nice.
I love the techie stuff. Honestly, I think that's important. That's why I want to talk to the creators of the deck, so we can see what goes into making this. Now,
Oh,
one.
another. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to mention another thing we did, and I don't think necessarily that there's anything wrong with the nudity in the decks for children, and a lot of people don't think there's anything wrong with that. But we did get several people, enough people, that said they absolutely would never buy a deck for their child that had nudity. That we decided to cover the nudity. So, like for instance, I just covered up her boobies.
I
you
just put the
know,
lovers down too to let people
yeah,
see.
just simple coverings, nothing too crazy.
So
But
it
so that's
really
another
is
thing.
child friendly. Because there
It
are
really
some people who
is.
just absolutely, I think
But even
myself.
like even like male adults, like I have a friend whose boyfriend picked it up and he like can never figure out tarot. He's like, oh yeah, tarot. He could not put this deck down because he finally understood, you know.
Yes, exactly. And I just, okay, I'm going to do the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just going through random here. So this is not,
Mm-hmm.
you get some decks with words on them and they're like, just one word, kindness or endurance, or they tell you the keyword and it does stifle your intuition. But these poems actually, I think, spur some intuition. So I've got the Ace of Pentacles here. It says it's earth, it's coin, material things, the start of something new. This pentacle is worldly wealth, your dreams you can pursue. And there's the artwork for it. So it wasn't a keyword, but it was something to explain why this card is what it is, as well as just get your juices flowing so you could interpret it, which I think is fantastic for especially teenagers, younger children, um,
Yeah.
and new tarot beginners, whether you're 15 or 55. I think this is a
Mm-hmm.
great deck, especially for learners. And as a not learner, I love it. I found it just beautiful, inspiring. There's something soft about it. There's something gentle about it that's really inviting. It's a really beautiful deck, Natalie.
Thank you. And we really, on the poems, we really worked hard to make sure that we got the right message across. Like Bob would send me 3 or 4 poems and I would say, oh, I like this one or I like this one, but let's tweak this part or whatever. And we really like worked hard on making sure that the poems were. And so I wanted to point out, you brought up the Ace of Coins. So all of the aces kind of match in their story. So let me read you the Ace of Swords. Its speech, its thought, and intellect, the start of something new. This sword cuts through the air like words. I'm entrusting it to you. So it kind of matches. And so here's the Ace
Oh,
of Wands. Its plans and deeds and doing things, the start of something new. This wand will spark an inner flame. I'm a guiding light for you.
there's the wand.
Ace of Cups. It's love, emotions, feelings, the start of something new. This cup is full and guides your path to dreams forever true. So I thought that he didn't do that in all the cards, but with the aces, he did make them kind of match like that. And I thought that was really cool.
I see. That's where a lot of the beginners get tripped up because they're like, well, all the aces are beginnings, but this shows the different kinds of beginnings those aces have.
Right.
And I don't know, I mean, if people really understand how difficult it had to have been for him to make these poems to match the feel of the card
It took
without.
him just as long to make the cards, to write the poems, as it did for me to do the artwork. It took him a
Wow,
long
yeah.
time.
So let him know he did a fantastic job. The teamwork involved in this, the two of you together, your artwork and your color palette and his poetry turned this into just an absolutely
Thank you. I would work with Bob
beautiful.
any day of the week. He is a dream teammate, very easy to work with. He's always sharing the deck like every day, to help it sell. He's always just easy to work with, helpful. I couldn't have asked for a better tarot creator partner.
Maybe we can get him on another one, another deck of the
There's
week if
no
we can
way.
get.
I
No,
beg
dang
him.
it,
No,
man.
I beg him. He is so against, he is dead set against it. I even
I
tried to get
won't
him to
believe.
do just like a phone interview with somebody. And I did finally talk him into that, but the girl didn't end up doing it. But he is shy.
Well, I won't push
But he's
him,
a
but if
Leo.
he go figure, there are some shy Leos. There are some shy Leos, but not
And I
a
don't know
whole
why, because
lot.
he's like, he would be great for interviews because he's like right, like quick on the spot with his wit and like things that he
He's
wants to say. Like he's very entertaining, very funny, very like. So I think he would do absolutely wonderful. One of these days, I might take me years, but I might get him out of his shell.
Oh, if you get him out of his shell, grab me because
I
I
will.
love Bob. I love Bob.
He loves you too.
He
You might be
is.
the first one he gives into because he does love you.
Aw. Well, I would be dancing a dance of joy. It's like, but
Oh,
and thank you for coming here with me. So
yes.
I absolutely adore you too. You two are definitely some of my favorite people, and I'm thrilled to be part of your tarot mood. I am every day grateful for you. You bring
Oh, you
tarot
too.
you bring tarot to a new level with the joy and the fun that you put into it.
Thank you. That's just, um, I'm not interested in not having fun. And people invite me to other tarot groups all the time, and I just decline because, uh, it's not fun for me to go in and have to be subdued and not speak my mind and watch people carrying each other. I don't. I I want to have fun. I want to help each other. The Tarot Mood group. I don't know if you did just bring that up, but I think you were referring to it at least.
Yes, yes, I did.
It's not only for fun and to make people laugh and to brighten people's days, but it's also a support group. So, like, the other day, one of the mods was saying, should we let this in? And it was this girl like going on and on about some really bad stuff in her life. And I was like, hell yeah, let that in because we are a support group also. And
Well,
that's the kind of stuff that,
one of the so I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but
that's
one
okay.
of the
I was done.
things that I've noticed or seen and even participated in tarot mood is you have a depression thread. You have
Yes.
a thread for those of us going through a difficult time so that we know we're not alone.
Yes, and it's so funny because what it started as me just kind of whining around, which is actually how the group took off. Is that I just started posting like all of my like oversharing all of my personal feelings, and then other people started oversharing too, and then the group took off. But I made that thread, and at first it was just for me to complain about my depression, but it turned into, which is now like a 600 comments of memes, of depression memes, and I almost think that's better because people, when they're sad, can go look at those memes and be like, laugh and identify, you know?
Kitten therapy or tarot
Yeah.
therapy in this case. I think what you do is absolutely amazing. And now that you're creating these decks, before we talk about your other decks, did you want to share any of your favorite cards with us?
Yeah, I'd like to share a couple of cards and something from the book too, a couple of things from the book. And I should have pulled out what I wanted before we got on the interview, but it won't take me too long. The Three of Swords, he's got a really interesting take on that I just love. Well, here, well, I have this. This is a really deep one. And it's the Two of Swords. And it says, I'm choosing not to listen and I don't want to see, for if I do, it might be true. And that's too much for me. And reading it gives me chills.
He's got some brilliant wording, and that's just a beautiful card.
Yeah.
And you showing that lamb behind her and that moon beautifully. Ah, they're all sliding around. Let me put them on
They
one
are a
at a
bit
time.
slippery because they're plastic. People, some
That just
people
takes some
are,
breaking
they're
in.
like, yeah, and some people are like dropping them everywhere all the time. I've never dropped them. I don't have a problem with them. And let me show you how they shuffle. This is insane. They shuffle like an
They shuffle
absolute
like
dream.
silk.
Oh my God, like I've never had a deck. Now that I try to use paper decks, I'm like, I don't like the feel on my fingers. But
Yeah, so
you don't get a
smooth.
paper deck shuffle like that.
No, no. I've got another plastic deck that I love the way it shuffles, and I'm trying to break it in, and I'll have to break this one in because I have done the 78 card pickup with them.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so funny. This girl was doing a review on YouTube and she was kind of grouchy throughout the whole thing. I think she was probably having a bad day, but she was also like, she didn't understand that the cards are plastic. So she was like, what is going on? And because she kept dropping them, and she kept getting increasingly more frustrated. And by the end of the video, she was like mad.
Okay,
I thought it was
okay.
so funny.
I gotta
I
find
was
that.
laughing so hard. Well, she took it down because I mentioned to her that they were plastic, and then I was giving her a little crap in the comments because I thought it was funny. I was messing with her, and I guess she took it really personally and took the whole video down. It was so funny though. So the Three of Swords. Here's the Three of Swords, and it says, a heart that feels quite broken, there'll be anger, there'll be grief. In time, you'll come back stronger. Make that your firm belief, which I think is a really uplifting message for that card.
Yes, yes. And true, we just, when we're in the Three of Swords, we don't always see that part of it.
Right. So let me, if you don't mind, let me read you the page from the book about this because I think it's really touching. So this is the page, and it says, as a young witch, your heart is going to be broken many times, or so it might feel. This card shows three swords piercing a heart, and just to add salt to the wound, it's raining. Swords are words, and words are such powerful weapons in the wrong hands. They can hurt so much. An insult, a bully, a lie, a snub, they can all break your heart. The things you see around you every day, like poverty, hunger, and cruelty, can all break your heart. This is because you have feelings and you care deeply. If you look again at the card, the heart is still there. It isn't ripped apart or in pieces. It's a whole heart, strong enough to withstand these heartbreaks, and a living, healing heart. And it's the love inside that heart that gives you the strength to carry on. You can weather this storm.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yes. He remembers. He remembers being young, doesn't he? To be able to
He
write
does. He always says,
something.
his wife always tells him, what are you, 6? And if you call him old, oh my God, he's like, oh, no, 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 you did not, no, 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 no.
Oh, there's nothing old about Bob. He's
No, he is a kid at heart for sure. And this is a really cool thing too. I don't know if you can see, but this was his idea. The hanged man is upside down. The whole page is written upside down.
no, really? Wait, let me show them. Oh, that is epic.
Isn't that funny?
Can you see it?
Yeah. So I just took like a picture of the text and I flipped it upside down, and that's how.
Oh, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Details like that just makes this that's what I'm talking about. Opening the bag itself was a surprise. I didn't expect all that neat stuff in there. And then the feel of the box and the sturdiness of the box and the feel and the beauty of the cards and the words and then little things like that with an upside down. You put so much heart and thought and detail into everything. And
Yeah.
uh,
That's why I think that book's going to get a Carta Award because it is unique,
it
you know.
really and it's so well written. It's so well written. I love the little quizzes in the back. It's got the little young witch word search. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's another one that Maz made. My friend Maz, she did all the worksheets. I thought that was really cool of her. I had lots of help from my friends. My friend Becca helps me with everything. She did the Young Witch 101 book, and you know, my mod squad in Tarot Mood, they are really my support team as well. And like anytime I need something, Sarah Jade always helps me with my videos for Kickstarter. They're like they're always there to help me, and I really appreciate it. I have a good team.
You inspire loyalty and love too. So yeah,
Oh,
you
thank
do. You
you.
do. So seriously, if you can get the Young Witch Tarot, ack, get it as soon as you can. It's like, damn green screens. Get it as soon as you can. And if there's only what, 24 or 25 of the bags left,
Yes.
definitely order the bag. It's worth it. It's worth it. That's a nice thick burlap too. This bag isn't going to disintegrate anytime soon.
I was
It's
very
definitely.
impressed with the quality of the bags. I would, you know, I just don't want to keep ordering all this stuff because it, you know, I hardly make any money on it. So I just figured it'd be a limited edition thing. But if I had to, I would definitely keep ordering those bags because I gave them a 5-star review because I really appreciate what they did
The
there.
bells.
Yeah, I hand tied all of the bells. So they've got lots of good Natalie energy in them.
I loved the bells. When I saw those bells, I don't know what about the bells tickled me so pink, but I think that was like one of my favorite things. It's like, I don't know why I had such a fit over them, but that was so cute to
Oh,
me. It was like, I'm a
thank
big
you.
kid too, and I want to tie them on one of my shoes, but I don't have any shoelaces. I have
That would be cool.
to.
And you could just be clearing around as you walk.
And then when I saw the bells in the book, I was just tickled pink. It was like, whoa, that was so cool. So my little phone is about to die.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't hold a charge very well, but when that goes off, that'll be fun because I'd like to talk about you said you'd like to talk about your other decks real quick
Yeah,
too.
real
So
quick.
and let people know how to get a hold of you. And I'll put in the link when I post it on YouTube. I'll
Okay.
put in the link, your Instagram, your Facebook, any kind of ways that people can get a hold of you, but let them know how to order that deck here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's just www. I don't even probably have to say that, but nataliemeraki.com. And so that's NATALIEMERAKI.
Okay.
And that website has all my decks
Awesome. And
and products. I have some other products too, tarot
oh,
related. So
nice. So you said
well,
all
I took the artwork, the original artwork from the mood deck and made a journal out of it. So I have that, and then um,
ooh.
I have some other things that I won't say on camera on there.
Well,
So the thing is, when you go to my website, there is quite the, you know, I'm a Gemini moon. What can I say? Okay, so like one of my decks is for, you know, is cute and beautiful and sweet, and my other deck, the mood deck, is raunchy and irreverent. So this is and definitely an adult deck. Okay, you do not want to give this to your children. I
no, but
accidentally
it's
sent
so
this
much
to
fun.
I accidentally sent this to a child. Okay, but this is the mood deck, and so this is my first deck. It's just very simple. It's some artwork that I did and just kind of fit to the box, um, and it's also plastic. So all of my card decks are plastic, and so actually, this card right on top is the first card I made. It says, "Let's go get that dick." um,
and
but so you can kind of see that, you know, they're also recolored. I used the original wine art, but they're recolored to be very vibrant.
I love the yellows and the
And
colors.
the back is like a yellow gem, which is also
Yeah.
off the box art. And um, can't stop coughing. Sorry. I do not have the coronavirus.
Same. Yeah, I'm over here coughing too. It's like
I don't know what's going on. But what was I gonna say about bees? Well, they're on my website too. This is my first deck, and I just love it. I was gonna say something else about it, but I don't remember. But
I know that
so
deck is just crazy fun. It
it's fun. It's funny. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. This started as memes. So basically, I was listening to a very popular video on YouTube that goes through all 78 cards in like an hour and 20 minutes. It's a male speaking. You might have come across the video or watched it, but the way he speaks is so like quirky and funny. Like I want to be his friend, and it was like evoking like these humorous thoughts from me. And so while I was watching it on my, for each card that came up, he would, he'd post the picture of the card and talk about it. Well, I'd think of something funny to say, I'd screenshot it, and then I'd just write it on the card. And then I was sharing those. Like, I wasn't even in any tarot groups or anything at that point. I was completely on my own. But I joined some tarot groups to kind of see, like, hey, is this funny? Is this cool? Do you guys like this? What's up? And I was expecting to get kicked out of every single group. And I did get kicked out of some groups. But for the most part, people were like, where's the deck? I need this in a deck. And so if you look on my Instagram like further down, you can see how like crude the originals were. Like just, very just sketched on, like, but I made them look nice and polished for the final product. Trust your butt, follow your fart. So yeah, that's the mood deck. And then the other deck, I know we're running out of time, so I'll try to hurry up, but is on Kickstarter right now. It's the Mood Oracle. So I like to say it's the Dirty Mouth's little sister of the Mood Tarot. And it is also plastic. They're 4x4 square cards. They're really cool. You can see them on my website. There's a whole tab dedicated to that deck. And I really need people to back it right now on Kickstarter because it's slow going. I don't know if it's because the season, because it's an oracle. I'm not sure, but we really need it to fund.
I'll throw that Kickstarter link onto the comments below too. That way, if
Thank you.
anybody can go look at it and see it and say, "Hey, I want this," because I know the Tarot Mood deck was so much fun. The Oracle's got to be just as fun. I'd love to see that get
It's
back.
really fun. I tried to make them all. So these are like my own drawings, and they're very cartoony. They're not like, I'm not like an excellent artist, but they're, each one I wanted to make like a shareable meme basically, so that when I share the images of the cards, they get spread around. So they each are pretty really funny, I think, on their
Pretty
own.
funny.
I wish I had some to show you. There, I don't even have a deck in my hands yet because Kickstarter is how you fund to get the deck. So I don't
Right.
even have the deck. But on Kickstarter, there are pictures. So you can just look up Mood Oracle on Kickstarter, or you can go to the links that you'll put in this video. But there are plenty of pictures of the deck, the box, which is beautiful. It's a cigarette style box that opens on top.
Ooh.
And I made it like a wraparound rainbow geode with like crystals and stuff. And then it's got, like some other inappropriate things on it.
Not safe for
um,
work.
yeah, I like to call it NSFN, not safe for normies.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I try to keep my personal timeline really clean because originally I was a children's book author. And so for a long time, I didn't even mention tarot at all on my page because I didn't want to scare people off or whatever. But when my first deck came out, I figured, well, this is my business now. I really need to start talking about it. But I still have to present them like kind of clean. And so it's so funny. Like, if you look at my timeline, I'm always like trying to present this like horrible like raunchy work as like something nice and sweet.
Ah, that would be difficult because I know, yeah, there's the tarot mood. If you can't have a sense of humor about the tarot, stay away. But if you're like us and you want to have fun and you actually know that the tarot can be fun, check it out. You'll love it. So I have to say that I haven't seen it yet. Note the yet, but the mood oracle is definitely going to be as good if Natalie made it. You're phenomenal, Natalie. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Aw. Well, I really appreciate all your support over the years. You've been a great friend, and I just love you.
I love you too. So, so
Aw.
we will be doing a deck of the week within the next few months on the tarot mood deck. If anybody wants to see that, we will. Oh, how did you say NSFN?
NS, not safe for NSFN. Yeah, not safe for
Yeah.
normies.
So we'll title it NSFN. Tarot mood. So,
Yeah, just it's very interesting. At first I kept the website separate, Young Witch and Tarot Mood, but then I decided to just put all my decks together on one site, nataliemeraki.com. And at first I didn't really want to mix the irreverent raunchy deck with the sweet children's deck, but I'm glad that I did, because people are ordering both decks. People want both sides of that.
exactly. Okay, like tarot has to encompass all of life. Natalie's encompassing it with the tarot for us. Hello. So I now that I've got to go through real quick. I'll do a separate video where I just show each card. It'll just be a show through, and
Okay.
I'll post that as soon as I can. But as soon as I'm able to do that, now I get to play with these cards and read with them and get to really know them,
Yay.
because I didn't want to mix them up before we did this. And
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to get my hands on them and play with them and see how they speak to me. They have such a
Yeah.
gentle feel to them. I but sometimes gentle cards don't speak gently. I have a feeling these have to have a sense of humor.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that they're straightforward. Like, I wouldn't consider them, like, if you look at like they're not like a love and light deck, like Star Sea or Star Child or whatever it is. It's nothing like that where it's like, ooh, like, you know, it's cute and sweet, but it's to the point also, and realistic also.
Awesome. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to read the poems while I while I show them over on the other side. So I might just do the video with just the cards. Nobody needs to be
Yeah,
looking
you
at
don't have
me.
to read them all, because that's part of the fun of people. I mean, it's up to
That's
you, but
true.
part of the fun of getting the deck is reading each card, and
That is
so
true.
if you feel like that's too hectic or whatever, you don't have to do all that. But
That would be taking some magic away. So as long as I can see all the images, because people like to see all the images before they buy. And that's the only
yeah.
reason I'm doing that, is just to show everybody how beautiful this deck is and let them
Oh,
know, yeah,
thank
you want
you.
this. So,
Yeah, and
so
maybe just read a few of your favorites.
yeah. Well, that
And
would
we
be
went over
hard to
some in
narrow
this
down.
video, and I
I only have
know.
78 favorites.
But
So
yeah, Young Witch Tarot. I really, I hope everybody orders and loves it, and I hope it helps everybody on their journey. It's a great Christmas gift. I get them out in 3 days. If you order, I will have it to you in 3 days. So if you want it for Christmas, it's great idea for that. I can also do, like, if you have like a bunch of kids you want to give it to, message me. My best email is natalie@tarotmood.com, but I can give you like a wholesale deal, so you can get one for a bunch of kids for quite a bit cheaper. So
that's wonderful. And I'll put that email up there too. You're just gonna get stormed because I'm gonna put all your information up.
awesome. Great. I love business.
Alright. Thank you so, so much for taking the time to do this with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you. I appreciate you too. I love doing interviews with you. It's been too long.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm glad to be me again. Let's just put it that way. So you'll
Yeah.
be seeing a lot more of me, and
Great.
and a lot happier. So, yay.
Great.
And we're going to do
Good.
that tarot mood as soon as we can. So,
Okay, cool. Oh, I just got an order. It's popped across my screen.
the
It can't be because
podcast
we're
is
not
working
doing live,
already.
so
No, we're not doing live.
yeah.
It's like, hey, now y'all see?
It's so cute. Whenever I get an order, I announce across the house, sold a deck, and my little 5-year-old son goes, "Great job, Mom!" every time.
Aw, aw. But, but again, Natalie, it was wonderful speaking with you. I hope everybody gets to let you know how beautiful this deck is.
Thank
And thank you.
you.
All right. I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.